Now, the family of Wole Soyinka has expressed appreciation to the people of Egbaland and across the world for the celebration of their father in an unusual way. His son, Wole Soyinka, made this known at the sideline of the special cultural performances held in his honor in Abeokuta. Kazim Olowe reports.
It was a special event loaded with lots of performances as Egba people converged on the Cultural Center Kuto Abeokuta to celebrate the literary icon Wole Soyinka. Different groups representing different interests and parts of Wole Soyinka were present at the event.
Oh, then for the Lion of Africa, let the drums roll 1,000 times. For the hunter of hunters, a carnival of chants.
His writings that reminds of the letters of Paul, and just like David, he reminds us of being a man after the people's heart.
Just like the coat of many colors, his interest in hunting, culture and tradition, human rights and social justice, literature among others were projected by different groups in attendance.
He's just a man of many parts, and that's why you see the whole of Egba, doing our own bit here. So once again, I congratulate him and I wish him many more years.
The Alake and paramount ruler of Egbaland said Egba is synonymous with greatness and encouraged parents to invest and support the education of their children.
We must encourage our children to develop their talents. If Wole Soyinka's parents had suppressed him when he was young and was going after those spirits, he would never have had the imagination to be as productive as he has been. And we must encourage our children to shun any injustice.
Speaking on behalf of the family of Wole Soyinka, his son Wole Soyinka expressed appreciation to the people of Egbaland, Nigeria and outside the country for the celebration of his father.
What we want, apart from people celebrating the man, is to take on board the lessons of his life and the philosophy and the ideologies that he preaches, which is justice, equity, humanitarianism.
For members of the National Association of Sea Dogs, Arch Montana Deck, celebrating the 90th birthday of the only surviving member of the Magnificent Seven, despite different struggles, depicts Wole Soyinka as a cat with more than 90 lives. Kazim Olowe, TVC News, Abeokuta.
And for more perspective on this, I'm being joined by a leading Nigerian literary scholar, poet, columnist, Tony Afejuku. Good to have you on the news at this time. So yes, we've described the literary giant as a cat with many lives. But first, how would you describe the legendary literary icon Wole Soyinka and his impact on the literary society and, of course, the academic world?
Let me begin by thanking you for having me. Let me say very quickly that personally, I admire Soyinka as a rebel. Soyinka is a rebel with a cause. He's not a scholar, he's not a man who dances to the bandwagon. Every time, he always wants to be himself, as he has recently demonstrated. Even in the whole world, I say the whole world, and in the social media, were agog with the position he was taking with respect to the recent presidential election. So I always admire him. Take it or leave it. Soyinka will always remain Soyinka. As a scholar and as a writer, he's one of my inspirations. In fact, he stands very high in my academic and literary reckoning. Personally, as a scholar and writer and a critic who has done substantial works on Wole Soyinka. I would say his autobiography, Arcade Years of Childhood, always appeals to me and will continually appeal to me. That autobiography, Arcade Years of Childhood, can compete with the best autobiography of other places on this planet. Can compete with any you might cite, even if Soyinka hadn't written any other thing. That autobiography, Ake, will always stand high and high in the reckoning of literary scholars, critics of autobiography and of biographical studies.
Right. And with that being said, it's talking about his level of his literary works, which among his works would you say speaks truth to power, because we know him to also be a rights activist?
If you want me to be very frank with you, I would say Arcade Years of Childhood. As a small boy of 10 years old, he could say the things he said in that book. That book's up there. You could see the rebellious streak in him at that material time. But then, the other one I want to pick is The Man Died, which he wrote from prison, which he wrote when he was incarcerated for taking the journey, embarking on the journey, I would say the journey of death to the heart of Egbaland.